This Avalanche Safety Report is brought to you by Mountain TV. Watch Mountain TV anywhere with our free Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV apps. Learn more at mtn-tv.com.
All right, Brian with CAIC. Man, there is a lot for us to talk about. We've got some danger going on here with Avalanche, huh?
We certainly do. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I have yet another atmospheric river event to talk about, which is driving the Avalanche Danger. And let me just start by kind of showing you what this atmospheric river event looked like when it really started to impact Colorado, which took place mainly on Wednesday. So here's the satellite imagery from Wednesday. You can see this conveyor belt of moisture extending from Hawaii right up into Colorado on southwest flow. And so that just brought a ton of moisture to Colorado on Wednesday and into the evening hours of Wednesday night. And what that did was drop a precipitous amount of snowfall. So these reds and pinks, we're talking 2 feet or more areas down near Wolf Creek Pass. It got snowfall in excess of 4 feet of snow. We actually had to issue avalanche warnings on Wednesday for large portions of western Colorado. Large swath of the San Juan Mountains even hit extreme avalanche danger or level 5 out of 5, which we rarely get to. So these are big historic size avalanches that we're talking about. This is very reminiscent of what happened last week. We had an atmospheric river. People generally stay out of the backcountry during the most dangerous periods. But then we have the snowpack needs time to adjust. So we had this slow decrease in avalanche danger in the aftermath of the atmospheric river, which led to a rash of triggered avalanches. This is one that took place in the West Elk Mountains 3 days after the big atmospheric river event from last week. This is the exact situation we're going to be looking at as we move into this weekend. We're going to be a few days out from the big loading event from the atmospheric river, which took place mainly on Wednesday. But as we move into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, big avalanches like the one you're looking at in the video are going to be very easy for people to trigger. Just getting caught in something like this is going to really be hard to survive. And unfortunately, avalanches like this did not stop in the days after last week's loading event. And so we had a couple fatal avalanche accidents. This is one off the east side of Chair Mountain near McClure Pass, which unfortunately caught 3 people and killed a person. Here's a view of that large crown just breaking in all the recent storm snow. We had another fatal avalanche accident in Maroon Bowl, which is outside of the ski area boundary. And here's Aspen Highlands ski area. This is all backcountry and outside the ski area boundary. But this unfortunately caught and killed a person as well. And this was not unique to just the Aspen and McClure Pass and Marble area, but we saw avalanches like this one on Mount Baldy near Crested Butte, and similar avalanches breaking around the state. Some of them quite deep, as you can see here. This is the exact setup we're going into this weekend. We're going to be able to trigger avalanches just like the ones that killed 2 people last week. That resulted in a lot of really sizable avalanches and some close calls. So we need people to be very cautious. We just put a lot of snow onto our snowpack. The snowpack's going to need time to adjust. And just this weekend, we're only going to be a few days out from a pretty intense loading event. So people need to make really conservative terrain choices. The avalanche danger is going to ease more quickly in places that didn't pick up as much snow. But to figure out, which is more the eastern ranges, the front range, but it's going to be really important that people check their local avalanche forecast because conditions do vary. You can do that on the CAIC mobile app or, of course, at colorado.gov/avalanche.
Thank you so much, Brian. I think it's so important to show footage like that to really show people the damage that an avalanche can cause. I think seeing that firsthand is absolutely, it's very scary.
It is. These things are beautiful to watch from a safe distance, but they are terrifying if you are anywhere near them and if you particularly get caught in them. So I think kind of showing these images and videos as illustrative examples of what could happen this weekend should drive the point home. We're not in peak avalanche danger right now, which took place on Wednesday and into Thursday morning, but we are just on the the far edge of that. So dangerous avalanches are going to persist through the weekend and likely into early next week.
Right. It sounds like those atmospheric rivers, they won't let up, huh?
Our storm train just keeps coming. It has been a relentless winter, which has a lot of upsides, a lot of snow, a lot of great riding and recreation opportunities. But these big events do come with a spike in avalanche danger.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Brian, for giving us the details. Thanks for keeping us safe out here. We appreciate your time. Once again, it's Brian with CAIC. Thanks so much.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
You can always stay up to date with the latest forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche. Enjoy the backcountry and be sure to stay alert and safe out there.